All right, we are live on YouTube. I just need to let this video connect so I can grab that link and put it in our group so that our community can conveniently come on with us this morning. Hit that live chat. Let me grab that link right quick. I tell you, YouTube has been cooperating all week. I sure appreciate it. All right, so we got that live chat in the group now. All righty, and I can see. Well, let's get started. Good morning. Welcome to Unlock Your First Six Figures Morning Show. I am your host, Shay Cannon. Almost everything we do around here starts with the blog, and this week's blog has been at shaycannon.com/Q4 because all week we have been talking about your top three focuses for Q4 to end the year with small business success. Okay. So we've been doing this morning show for 3 years now. Yay! Applauses, right? The blog has been focused on business specifically for about 120 blog posts. And basically what's going on is we want to end Q4 with some focus. And what I realized was we've been talking about everything that you need all year long. Okay, so the first top focus was content. Okay, content. If you need to know how to end the Q4 strong with content, you need to go to part 2 from Tuesday's replay because we talked about content. All right. The second focus is marketing. If you want to know more about how to end the quarter strong with marketing and the year strong with marketing, go to yesterday's replay. That was part 2. Today, we're rounding it out and ending it all with sales, right? It wouldn't be very successful if we didn't have sales or a focus on sales. So the last quarter is a make or break it period for hitting annual revenue goals. Okay. So making a focus of sales strategy is critical. By optimizing your sales process, and if you don't have a sales process, create one. And aligning it with your marketing efforts, you can close more deals more frequently and more efficiently. Okay. So prioritizing sales ensures you capitalize on heightening purchasing activity and setting your business up for a strong finish. Now, we know again that in Q4 is the holiday season. Why do they call it Black Friday, you ask? Thank you for asking. Let me tell you why. It's because it was like the last time at the end of the year that businesses who were probably in the red most of the year, okay, and that's, not very profitable, were able to get in the black around, Thanksgiving, getting ready for Christmas. That was supposed to be the first shopping holiday for Christmas, and the Christmas season is what got a whole bunch of businesses in the black. So that's why they called it Black Friday. So this is one of those times where if you focus on your sales, you can bring in more than normal sales. Okay, we can increase that sales amount just because, like we said yesterday, people are primed to buy. They are looking to buy. Most of the year, you're looking to get their attention. You're looking to jump out in front of them and disrupt what they have doing, to tell them what you got. This part of the year, it flips. They're looking for things to buy. They're looking for things that maybe they have not given themselves all year long. That includes, what you have to sell. There's a segment of the population that needs or wants what you have to sell. You just need to focus on your sales to get to them. Okay. So your homework, use the search magnifying glass on my website. It's an icon in the top right, and go into the group for the morning shows and search the word sale, SALE or SELL. Either one you use is going to bring up both of them. Okay. It's intuitive like that. But what that's going to do is bring up all the resources we have talked about all year long. All right. Now, of course, the question all week has been, what is your obstacle with said thing? Before I reveal to you some of the top posts and the workshops that can help you in this area. Let's see. Good morning, Chloe. Good morning, Shantali. Chloe, the link is in the group. So if you're not in the group, let's see here. And Chloe, it's still that, here goes Shawana. So it's still in the group, Chloe, I don't want to give away your real name. And look at featured posts is what I'll say. So good morning, Chantalie. Look, Miss Chloe done threw me off. But sales, what is your biggest obstacle to sales? Well, we talked about your biggest obstacle to content. We talked about your biggest obstacle to marketing, which is creating the relationships that convert to sales. But what are your problems with converting people who know, like, and trust you into sales, right? If you're trying to convert a cold audience into sales, that might be the problem. But if they already like, know, and trust you, what is your obstacle to getting the sale? Okay, so let's start with Dr. LaFera. Dr. LaFera, what is your obstacle to getting more sales? See if she can unmic. Y'all know we need the Jeopardy music. No, no, no.
We need what now?
The Jeopardy music.
For real? Okay. Let me see. Right now, my biggest obstacle to sales is I guess just scheduling content, because my strategy right now is going to be largely like organic marketing. Yeah, it's gonna be mostly organic marketing. So I guess visibility is gonna be my biggest obstacle right now to sales.
So visibility to who?
Visibility to people, to women over 40.
That sounds like a cold audience. So is that your obstacle to sales, or is that your obstacle to marketing?
See, you
I
got
know,
me.
making you think, right? That's why we're doing
Yeah,
this.
you did.
So there are
yeah,
people who
so
already like, know,
it's
and trust
marketing.
you. What's your
Yeah.
obstacle to selling to them?
Yeah. It's like pushing that content out, because since I'm going to be doing it more organically, it's just like pushing it out and being consistent. So my goal is to do it like twice a day. So after I get after probably this week, definitely I'm going to have to be scheduling it, consistently, at least 2 weeks a day. And like my target is going to be Facebook, Instagram. I'm gonna try TikTok again, but that's not my main. And
So
then
I'm gonna stop you right there, because I have a
yeah.
question. We're gonna go deeper with this, because you're talking about a content, but content for who?
For women over
Content
40,
where?
with okay, for women over 40 who want to live their best life, even if they're experiencing perimenopause or chronic inflammation.
Okay, I like that. Look at you. I like
Yeah.
that. But are we talking about nurturing people who already like, know, and trust you? Or are you still talking about a cold audience? Because if you took the organic marketing workshop, what you know is content was tofu, marketing is mofu, and sales is bofu, right? So you keep talking about content. I'm trying to see, are you trying to nurture somebody, or are you talking about people who don't know you yet? Because neither one of them is possibly sales.
Well, okay, so it's a little bit of tofu, and I don't really have to do so much with bofu. So it's a little bit of
So
the
bofu
tofu
is
and the
sales.
mofu. Huh?
So pay
I know,
attention.
because bofu already likes me and they bought from me.
Okay.
But since I changed my offer slightly, I'm still gonna market, my beauty stuff. But my biggest thing right now, my biggest focus, where it's me, nobody else, like no affiliates, nothing like that, is the wellness part. So that's me putting out that content. Like I have old content, and
Are there
even new.
already people who like, know, and trust you on the wellness coaching side?
Yeah.
So what is your obstacle to selling to them? Because that obstacle is not content.
Making sure they know my offer.
Okay,
Making,
that's
yeah.
okay. Now we're getting to it. I'm loving it.
And
Okay.
making sure they see my offer over and over and over
Yes.
and they get to experience my offer. Like, so when I push out this sales page and stuff, it's actually a landing page because the challenge is free. When I push that out, I'm gonna start, pulling them into the experience of working with me, this time, on this level, because I haven't done it at this level with this offer before.
Mm-hmm.
Because before I only did one-on-one coaching. I'm not doing that anymore. But I'm doing the group challenge, and that's going to be after this juicing. The group coaching, and that's going to be after the challenge. So they have to get to know what it's like to work with me, so that they can know how I'm going to transform them in that way. Because like everybody always says, like, what are you doing? Like, I'm getting results. So in order for them to do that, they have to experience it. They see it now. They
So
have to
that's still
experience.
kind of moful, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
right now they like and know you, and that will help them to trust you so they can drop down into the bottom half of mofu and become bofu, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but don't forget that there is a focus on the people who already like, know, and trust you. So how are
Mm-hmm.
you going to sell to them? And the answer to that is never content. You see what I'm saying? The
Email
answer to that is going to be, like you said, you're
and
going to have to give
challenge.
your offer more visibility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I like that. Thank you so much for that. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I like the new elevator pitch. Debbie, what is your obstacle to sales? And again, these are people who already like, know, and trust you. What is your obstacle to selling them what your offers are?
I guess following up more often.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And you just got the organic marketing workshop. So what you will come to understand very easily in that transformative workshop is that tofu, mofu, bofu is a game changer, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Because you got to talk to the right people at the right time in the right place about the right things. And if you
Mhm.
don't separate these people out by tofu, mofu, bofu, then you're around here just trying to sell to everybody, and that's why your numbers are down. Because you're
Mhm.
never doing what you need to do in tofu to get them to move to mofu, and then you're not doing enough of what you're supposed to do in mofu to get them to move to bofu. And so that's what
Mhm.
you're gonna learn about them foo fighters. But for the people who need some other language other than the Foo Fighters. If you're
Mhm.
not doing enough content, which is for tofu, people who don't know you, right? Then you're
Mhm.
not going to get people that are in mofu that you can market to, right? Because you're marketing and creating relationships to people who are already in the know of you. Okay.
Mhm.
So you're
Mhm.
creating more trust there. And then when they fall down to sales, which is bofu, now they like, know, and trust you. They just need to their objections to your selling overcome. They just
Mhm.
need more information to make a buying decision. It is no longer about giving them content and nurturing them. They should be
Mhm.
out of that. You should have done that with content. You should have done that with marketing. Now we're in sales. You should only be selling to people who already like, know, and trust you,
Mhm.
right?
That's true.
So a lot of
Mhm.
people focus their sales on tofu, people who don't know them. They're running cold ads to a cold audience. They're doing all of these things. Them people don't know you. They're less likely
Mhm.
to buy from you, right? And so your sales should be focused on the people that already know you because they've been in your content. They already like you and trust you because they've been nurtured by you in your marketing and in more stuff, right? Now they're ready. They're a qualified lead to buy from you.
Mhm.
Sales qualified lead. And so at that point, it's how do we overcome the objection? Because if they are a qualified sales lead, that means they can benefit from what you have. That means they're already been identified as an ideal client. So why aren't you selling to them? Right.
Mhm.
So good job with the follow up because that's definitely a part of a sales process. So good job with that, Debbie. All right,
Mhm.
Teray, what is your obstacle with sales?
Visibility. I just need to get to more people.
Okay, and you're not talking about a cold audience, are you?
I'm not talking about a cold audience.
Mhm.
I'm talking about all of it. So I need to get to the cold audience so that I can move them down the funnel into my group. So that
Okay,
I
but that's
need to
not
grow.
sales.
Well, I need to grow my group.
Okay, that's marketing.
That's yeah. So once they get into my group and I can nurture them, then I can
What
sell
about
to
the people that's in your group that already like, know, and trust you?
Oh, that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Sales.
Visibility.
Okay. So
Visibility. That's my biggest
you're
option.
like Dr. LaFera. You need to get in front of them with more offers, more opportunities to buy.
Yeah.
Cool. I love it. I love it. All right. Kimberly, we know you're at the Dream Funder. You can use the chat to tell us what is your biggest obstacle with sales. Dr. Tachi, are you available? We know that you had left for a moment to handle something. Are you available to answer the question? What is your biggest challenge with sales?
Well, if I may ask, so for me, not yet am I really selling anything. So am I then talking about getting people to the network? Is that what we're talking about?
It could definitely be what we're talking about, because when
Okay.
it comes to the viewer, getting them to watch is that sales for them,
Yes. Okay.
because they don't have to pay to watch at this point.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
mhm.
some of it is content about, people knowing that you're, why they should be watching the network, right? The marketing could be the specific shows on there, but now that people are in know of the network, now that people have subscribed, now that people are following you when you're talking about it, how do we get them to watch more often?
Yes.
Yeah, that. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Okay, so I think that one of the ways that you can do it, Dr. Tachi, is figure out a way to get them on an email list, right? So you guys were like in my brain, because I was just talking about it as I was coming up with it. How can I get our YouTube subscribers and our show watchers on an email list? And that's when I came up with sharing my show notes, right? So Dr. Tachi, if you can find a way to offer something where you can get them on the email list, then it might be, look, we're gonna need that intern, but now they might can get an email when the night starts for live viewing, right? Maybe they get a recap at the end of the week of what they missed, from different creators that week or something like that. But we need to get them on an email list so that we're talking to them and reminding them about the shows, reminding them about the network. Because what we know is it's a lot of noise going on, right? It's a lot of noise going on. So what do you think about that, Dr. Tachi? Getting them on an email list so that we can be telling them, hey, don't forget about this network.
Yes, I like that.
Cool beans. Dr. LaFera said lead magnet, 10-step checklist for going live or getting your show ratings up. That's not really for a viewer though, Dr. LaFera. That would be for a content creator. So that could be something that she does for the creators. But as far as the network, we probably would have to play around with ChatGPT, because it's all about them being entertained or about them getting good information. So I would have to think about that for a while. But we could also go and look at what are some of these other channels doing to get email addresses, right? Excuse me. What are some of the independent networks doing to get people on an email list? What are they doing to get more viewers? So we could do a deep dive into research on that, Dr. Tachi, and then come up with some, us and ChatGPT come up with some better solutions to that. But definitely getting them on an email list so that we're reminding them. Because one thing about this morning show is we have, when the in-studio people started dipping down, that when they signed up for the morning show in the inbox, that reminder to hop on is a good reminder. So that even if they miss coming in studio, they can see it on YouTube live. So I have experienced the power of being in the inbox and definitely helping people to remind them, hey, it's morning time and it's morning show time, right? So I like that for you. Shawana, what is your biggest obstacle to sales right now?
Good morning. I don't like the word obstacle because that makes it feel much harder. So
Okay.
I'm going to say part of my challenge, which is what I am making a priority, is getting additional hands because if other things are being done, that relieves me to be seen and heard so that they're curious enough to buy. Yes.
Okay. I like all of that, but I'm gonna take it out of that because that sounds like operations more so than sales. So sales is the people who like, know, and trust you. Why are they not buying from you?
Well, some of the people, it actually is not currently in their budget. And that's even with some things recently. My price point is not in their budget.
Okay, so that sounds like, do we have a down sale?
We do, except for some people, for the quality and the customization that they get through Kennedy Media, they would want it as if they were calling one of the other people. And then those are not my people.
Thank you.
Exactly. So that's why I'm okay and I rest in that, because if I take it if the tier down is too low, then I'm working harder and not smarter.
Okay, so do you remember we talked about an idea where like all they got was like a video prompt a day to create their own videos? And that
Yes, but some of the people that are the ideal that need the production type services. So these are not people, the ideal people are people
want
who
to do it themselves at all.
Exactly.
Gotcha. So I would say then your actual obstacle to sales is getting into bigger pools of people that are the ideal client. More access to people that are the ideal client. They already know what the value is. They have the budget for it. They just don't know who the right person is for the job.
Yes.
So that's going to take it really up to the content. You need to be creating content for those people. You need to be marketing to those people so that more of those people drop down to BOFU so that you have more of those people to sell to. Does that make sense?
I agree. I definitely
Some of that
agree.
may be like when we have high ticket stuff, and we're having problems accessing those people, most of the time we need partnerships.
Yes, I see. You must have saw the post I posted this morning. I was talking about the collaboration because part of my value is giving those 60 seconds of things to create greater visibility online. So those are part of the videos that I told you that I'm going to be pushing out every day, and which is a part of that. So you are correct. So my thing is, so if you guys know a group that you believe with my skill should be in, let me know so I can join that group.
And also don't forget that in your visibility marketing workshop, we talked about ways to get more speaking. We talked about ways to get on podcasts and all of that. All of that is also leveraging other people's audiences is also a form of partnership. So do all of that. We might do all of that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Over here on the YouTube side, we got Shantali. She said, I have to do it better with upselling and creating programs for my clients' next steps. Yes, yes. If we could make sure we have programs for to get you ready for our main offer and for next steps after our main offer, then we have a nice offer ladder to get people ready and offer them something. So I like that, Shantali. All right, y'all. Let me share with you. We're going to share the screen. Make sure the right thing is showing. Okay, cool. So when it comes to sales, we have a plethora of blog posts for you to go back and look at. We got the 4 funnels you need in your small business. These are sales funnels. We have the psychology of sales, the what and the how. We have the magic of pricing, right? We have 3 sales approaches to boost your business. Where to find revenue now? That is a hot one, right? If you're having problem with sales and you need revenue now, that is the blog post, right? It's telling you right now how to go get your money, right? We had a whole week on that. Struggling to sell your offer, do this. That's going to help you to maximize, optimize the offer itself. Host sales or host events to sell your business offer. So A lot of times the marketing that we're doing, the content that we're doing is not enough. So you might need to host a sales event. That's going to help you with that, right? Boost your bottom line, how to downsell, upsell, and cross sell, right? So you need to revisit that. If you have a population of people you're not able to sell to, reconsider having a downsell, a upsell, and a cross sell. All right. Secrets to selling every day without feeling weird, right? In one way or another, we're actually, as a business, supposed to be selling every day. Now, does that mean you out your mouth offering stuff to people every day? No, it doesn't. There are different ways that you are supposed to be selling every day. Check out that one. How to get more revenue without high ticket. Okay. We're pretty much coming out of that recession thing, and we're almost about ready for growth. We're in stability, about to go into a growth phase. But some people are still very weary of high ticket. So check out that blog post to see what you could be doing instead of high ticket only. And then partners that pay for small business. That whole thing was about how to find partners to get us more money, right? So those were the articles that can help you with your sales that we have already done this year, right? And then we have the workshops that can help you make more money. We got Digital Dollars, which talks about passive income and then does a focus on single video trainings that you can sell, mini courses and courses that you can sell. All right. Custom GPTs. It not only helps you create ones to make your business more efficient eternally. We talk about in that workshop how to create ones to either enhance your offers so that you can sell it for more, or you can create entire offers around just a custom GPT in and of itself. Okay. So that is the value. That is the value. All right. So the show notes, if you need them, you need to either be in the group, shaycannon.info/group. All of them are archived there under files, or you can get it in your inbox by signing up for the morning show to come to your inbox. And that's at shaycannon.com/show. Now, all week long, we've talked about workshops for content, workshops for marketing. And now today we've talked about workshops for sales. Because I was giving you guys these workshops, I held over the workshop sale from last month till midnight tonight. Okay. So if you know you need 2 of these workshops or 3 of these workshops, go to shaycannon.com/work it to get them because they go off sale tonight. Okay. You can get 2 for $97 or 3 for $147. Just so that you understand how much you're saving. Each of the workshops are $147 individually. Okay. So you're saving a good amount of money. All right. Before I go on with the rest of the announcements, does anybody have any questions about any obstacles or anything concerning your content, concerning your marketing, concerning your sales for this 4th quarter specifically? We got Stacy over here as AIM Tanzania. She said, I just found the chat. You've been listening all this time, Stacy. Y'all, we got people that listen every morning live and don't say nothing in the chat, right? So she said she just found them. Thanks for sharing these nuggets. I need to post more about my offers consistently. I want to throw focus on my retail and I need to play catch up. Yes, yes, I love that. I love that. Anybody else have any questions about content, marketing, or sales for 4th quarter? Let me go ahead into these announcements and give you a little more time. So September's calendar is officially released, y'all. It's released both in the community and it's released in the membership. So let's talk about the membership. I mean the free community right quick. On Monday, you will use the updated Zoom link. It is publishing today. I didn't want to publish it and confuse y'all about today's link, right? But on Monday, you will use the new Zoom link. It will be in events and it will be as a featured post, okay? We're adding something new next week to our free community. We're calling it Collab, okay? Collab. And it is, I'm going to live stream into the group. It's not going to be on Zoom. I'm going to live stream into the group at lunchtime, 12 p.m. And we're going to talk about how you can collaborate to bring more success to your business. Okay. So I need you to come in the comments to bring in areas that you need help with to collaborate more and ways you need to collaborate. And we're going to figure it out. And then we're going to post in the community for what you need once we figure it out. Okay. because I don't think that you guys are taking advantage of collaborating enough. Okay. Now, our super members, which are ones that tend to be in studio and all of that, they already know each other enough to collaborate, and they are collaborating. But it is over 500 people in the group. It's a lot of collaboration that can be done still, and I want to cultivate that. That is one of our pillars of value. So we want more collaborations. So collab, we're having our first one next Thursday. Also, we having our first work session of the month next Friday. But I also want to talk about something that's going to happen the week after that on the 19th. Fuck Up Night. It has been traditionally only for the paid members of the membership. Now what we're doing is we're inviting the community in on the second half of it. So y'all might want to take advantage of that, of the community. And basically what you're doing is you bring your own beverage and you bring your own problems, your business problems, okay? Because we're going to talk about what's effing up and how to fix it on that night. So we're offering that value to the free community. That's going to be something to help you guys out, right? On a monthly basis, where you get to come and not necessarily be directed by me and what we're talking about on the morning show, because that is value, but just talking about like what's going wrong in the business. Some of that could be mindset. Some of that could be just that you're tired. What we know is entrepreneurship can be hard, man. It can be hard. So it's just an additional touch point to give you some support from your community. All right. So again, we are making our community more and more valuable as time goes on. So the community calendar is there. All right. Anybody have any questions about content, marketing, or sales for Q4 before we get out of here? Let me check over here. Dewana says she just found the chat. Y'all so funny. Chloe says still can't find the link. And it's still a featured post in the group, Chloe. and I'm about to unpost that one and post the feature the new one after this show. So no questions. All righty then.
I have a question.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm walking through the house.
Yes.
Do you have any Black Friday tips for us? Because obviously it's time to start, thinking about our Black Friday sales or whatever.
It's funny that you should ask about that, because I am speaking at a free summit this weekend, I should say. I think it's Friday and Saturday, but I speak on Saturday. And it's all about getting ready for Black Friday. So let's see if I can find that link so that you guys can sign up for that. But my number one tip for you is don't wait for Black Friday.
Right.
That's number one tip. Figure out how you're going to get ahead of Black Friday. Let me see here. Okay, why is Facebook being so? Okay, here we go. So I'm going to place that in studio, boom. And I'm going to place that in YouTube, and I will add it to the show notes so that you can get it there too. But yeah, it's a whole summit about getting ready for Black Friday and using AI to do so. So that should be very interesting to hear all the different ways you can use AI to get ready for Black Friday. All righty. No, it's in featured posts, Dewana. And then next week it'll be in events and featured posts. All right, y'all. Y'all have
Hey,
a great
real
day.
quick, I did go look to featured. I didn't see the link for in here.
I don't see it either.
And so that means I had to, my computer was slow. So that's the reason why I was late too, because I'm scrambling trying to find it. So could you please go back to whatever it is that you were doing?
So that'll be Monday. So the one for Monday will be in events and the featured posts.
Thanks. Okay. That is all.
She said that is all. Yeah, it's early on the featured post now because I did so much for the new month yesterday. So it's buried, but it's there. So featured. We go to featured. See, I did all of that last night for the new calendar. And so here's the old one right here. But I'm about to unfeature that one and add the new one, and it'll be on the end now. But when I click to it says something wrong. So if we do, so the new one is just waiting on me to create it. It's got all the stuff in it. I just didn't want to release it, and then y'all clicked the wrong one for this morning. But yes, on Monday it will be, well, actually today it will be on both events and featured. But yeah, it's still always on featured. You might have to just go through the new stuff to find it. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. The studio is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2,